Today is 15th October and today we are studying chapter number 11, transportation in plant and animal, and today's topic is transportation in plants. In previous lectures we have studied about the transportation in animals. Now it's time to study about the transportation in plants. Children, you know that plants are in the category of living things, and all living things need food for getting energy and for maintaining the body functions, and in reverse they release certain waste from their body, means they remove the waste product also. Like that, plant also need food and water for their proper growth and maintenance of the plant body, and they also remove the waste products. So here we are going to study about how these materials are transported in one part of the plant to other part of the plant. You all know that plants do photosynthesis in their leaves, or certain plants do it in their stems. For that they require the water, the carbon dioxide gas, minerals which are absorbed by the roots in the dissolved form, trap sunlight by the help of chlorophyll, and then after they perform the photosynthesis, and this prepared food is transported to different part of the plant for their growth. But the question is that the plant body do not have the plant's body do not have the blood vessels like the animals and the humans. Then how these materials are transported from one part to other part? This is the question. So children, before discussing about this, let's know a new point, which is tissue. Children, you all know that the body of all the living organisms are made up of very tiny particle which is called cell. And cell is the structural and functional unit of all the living organism. It performs all the functions and it gives a structure to that organism. And the group of cells which perform a specified function in the body is called tissue. So children, cells combine, or in the group of cells it is called tissue. Tissues combine to form organs. Organs form organ system. And in our body there are large number of organ systems which perform different functions and make our whole body. So children, the group of cells which perform a specific function is called tissue. About tissue you will study in your senior classes in brief, but here is only short description for you that tissue is the group of cells which perform a specific functions in the body. Children, plant absorb water and minerals by the roots. You all know that the roots have the root hairs which increase the surface area of the root for absorption of water and mineral and the nutrient which are dissolved in water into the soil. And the root hair is in contact with the water present between the soil particles. This is the diagram of root hair. So children, the root hair absorb the water and mineral from the soil, and root hair is in contact with the water which is present in between the soil particles. But once the root hair absorb the water, these waters is transported to all part of the body. Whose body? All part of the plant's body. But the question is that who conduct or who transport this water and nutrients from root hair to different part of the plant body? Children, in the plant body, a special type of vascular tissue present. There are two type of vascular tissue which help in the transportation of materials like the water, nutrient and the food from different part of the plant's body, and which is xylem and phloem. Children, xylem and phloem. Xylem conducts the water and nutrients which is in dissolved form, which the plant's root hair absorb it from the soil, and phloem It conducts the food which is prepared by the leaves or the stem to different part of the plant body. So children, there are two special type of vascular tissue present in the plant which help in the conduction or transportation of materials, which are xylem and phloem. Simply you can remember this: phloem, food, or phal means it transport the food, and xylem, jal, means it transport the water and other nutrients. The xylem form a continuous network of channel that connects the root to the leaves through the stem and branches, and thus help in the transportation of water to the entire plant. And in reverse, the leaves synthesize the food, and that food has to be transported to all part of the plant, which is done by a special tissue which is called phloem. So children, xylem and phloem transport the materials in the plants. Children, the water absorbed by the plant's root, or the minerals and the nutrients, and the water which is absorbed by the plant's roots from the soil, and all the water is not utilized by the plant. The water evaporates through the stomata present in the upper surface of the leaves by the process of transpiration. As we are sweating from our body, we are losing the water in the form of sweat from our body. Like that, plant also lost the water by the process of transpiration. So children, transpiration is a process of losing water by the teeny pores present in the leaves of the plant. And is it not useful for the plant? Yes, transpiration is beneficial for the plant because it provides or generates a suction pull, which pull the water to great height in the tall trees, and it also cools the plant. So children, these are about the transportation of materials in plant, which is done with the help of two vascular tissues, which are xylem and phloem. Xylem conducts the water and the dissolved nutrient from root to different part of the body. The roots here have different a large number of xylem vessels which are connected to the different part of the plant, and it is and thus the water is conducted through these xylem vessels from root to different part of the plant, and the food which is synthesized by the leaves or in some plant it is synthesized in the stem. So this prepared food is transported up to the roots by the help of another vascular tissue which is phloem. And tissues are the group of cells which perform a specific functions in the body. Plant lose water because all the water absorbed by the roots of the plant is not utilized by the plant during the photosynthesis. Some of them are waste through the evaporation, and this process is called transpiration. Transpirations provide a suction pull as you suck the straw so that the water rises up in the straw. Like that, transpiration help in the conduction of water, in the absorption of water, and it also keeps the plant cool. Thank you. Have a good day. In next lecture, we will study about the process of excretion in animals.